Okay, so I posted earlier this week about what we'd be talking about, and I just want to hit on some of those topics. So we're going to be talking about GMO crops, and these are genetically modified organisms. They're completely uh, just genetically different from what you think. So you think you're eating corn. Well, this corn has whole new genetic traits that don't exist in any species of corn across the board. The ability to produce enzymes that kill bugs and rats and other pests, and these they're, these foods are have been legalized in the United States, so it's safe to eat. These foods are not safe to eat. Actually the foods, a lot of the all of the genetically modified crops are completely illegal in the European Union. Why us as Americans, we can't even get them to label it, and that's another thing that people are pushing hard for, is for them to at least label it so that we know what we're eating. And you really cannot trust an organic. You say organic, okay? If I go buy seeds, the seeds don't say if the seeds are genetically modified. Yes, they were grown organically without pesticides in my backyard, but you don't know if these seeds aren't tainted with the same genetic code that these GMOs that we eat are. All right, so a French study showed that the rats that were fed GMO foods and were given basically just tap water grew massive tumors. Uh, this was actually posted through the Associated Press by CBS, and I haven't seen this anywhere on television. I can only find it in articles online. Uh, the company that's actually producing a lot of the GMO foods that we consume as Americans is a company called Monsanto. And they lobbied very hard with the Food and Drug Administration and the USDA to basically make it so that anything that they push through as genetically modified, higher yield, uh, these not natural foods that they're growing and making is going to be labeled as safe to eat, and they're not. The rats, actually, the rats that I have pulled up right now are um, they're obese for one. They're big. They're well fed rats. Uh, but at the same time, they have tumors that actually, uh, a rat's a little bigger than your hand, and the tumors on them are the size of mice. It's like they're dragging these tumors around constantly, and they have I don't know if they're samples that were taken out of the tumors or what, but they have like where you can tell if that's it's putting strain on the skin is what it looks like. It's tearing the skin. It's so heavy compared to the rat's own body weight. And the tests that were done by Monsanto and similar companies were only done for 90 days. Okay, like nobody just eats corn for 90 days. People eat corn and wheat their whole lives. The studies haven't been done to show that these are safe. Yes, in the short term, yes, they're safe. You know, uh, it's not going to hurt you, to eat it. No, but it is going to poison you. All right, so I know I've already shown you the picture, but I mean, if you just take a good look at exactly what this GMO crops have done to this rat. This is a small addendum to the end of this, but You take a good look at it, and I mean, these things are 1/4 the size of the rat. If you had a tumor 1/4 the size of you, what would you do?